everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Lucid's 2022 Tournament Game 4, where we are playing Nazca. This is turn 52. Let's jump into things, shall we? Starting off with a little bit of research. So, Construction 5 researched. Probably one of the most important pieces of research that we have as a nation is Conjuration 5. Sorry, not Construction 5. Conjuration 5. One of the most important pieces of research that we as a nation have, Conjuration 5, and it's turn 52, and we finally get it. So, holy shit. It's taken us a while, but we're finally there. The dream can now begin. We can now summon undead birds and magic birds. Oh, goody. Oh, fuck. I kid. It is a little depressing for it to have taken us this long to get here. But we're here, and that matters, right? It does matter. So, fingers crossed that the plan remains intact, and we are able to continue forwards and see the results of our plotting and our planning and our negotiations and our betrayals. So, that is research. We have thrones for the turn. Rhesus, the Pearl Mage, has claimed the Silver Throne in the name of Bootleg Philosopher's Stone, Friend of Sailors, Lord of Fires, Prince of the Spring. Pelagia takes the Silver Throne. And we talked about this at the tail end of last episode, I believe. But this is causing a little bit of stir, right? Pelagia has been kind of poking and prodding at some of the coastal locations. They have taken the province where the Throne of Death is, but not claimed it. Why would they? Right? But this is a second throne that they now have, and that is cause for concern amongst a lot of the players. Not like a public outcry of like, death to the fish, because everyone's like, well, y'all fucking get your thrones under control. That's basically the public outcry is hey, coastal people, get your fucking thrones under control, right? So we're gonna try that. We'll see how that goes. Did a little bit of site searching this turn. Quite a bit of site searching, actually. Augury, found nothing. Gnome Lore, found nothing. Dark Knowledge, found nothing. Dark Knowledge, found nothing. Auspex, found nothing. Voice of Absu, thank God we found something. Wellspring of Secrets, just water one site. Arcane Probing, nothing. Auspex, nothing. Augury, nothing. This is doubly painful, right? Because it's, we're doubling up our site searching on things that we're super concerned with. Auguries, double up auguries because we're trying to get more fire income, right? Doubling up our dark knowledge because we want as much death income as we can, building up to the Well of Misery kind of push. And then beyond, obviously, right? And then Auspex, because we are still an air nation, right? Like, we would love to have a solid air situation going on. It's just not fucking giving it to us, right? Like, we've got air, we got earth out the wazoo, we're getting fucking astral out the wazoo, and I am happy about that, don't get me wrong. And then I have the sneaking suspicion we're doing all this Voice of Absu, or we're gonna start just like Voice of Absuing everything. I have the sneaking suspicion we're gonna get a shit ton of water as well. So we're gonna be like, please give us fire and air and death, and the game's gonna be all I can do is earth, water, and some astral, and I'm gonna be like, thanks. I'm not gonna look a gift bird in the mouth. We're gonna take that and run with it. So anyways, site searching has returned us water +1 per turn. It's better to get something than nothing, so there is that. All right, battles this turn. We've only got the one for us, so let's watch everyone else's first. There is a magic phase battle as Arco tries to do something about the whole Pelagian business. So, okay, and this is cool. This is Arco's god. This is a demi-lich, which is, I think, a very unique god. You'll see them on the occasion get used to really cool effect, very interesting circumstances. Probably one of the most common is the teleporting Wind of Deathcaster, or the cloud trapezing Wind of Deathcaster, right? So this god is intended to just die, right? Like, you know this god is gonna die. You don't care that this god is gonna die. Its whole purpose is to research for you, cast a couple of rituals, and for you to just fucking huck at people with Wind of Death, right? So Wind of Death coming in against a decently sized little Pelagian army, right? A bunch of wave warriors, some champions in the background, some PD in here. There's a couple of different mages, mystics mostly, a Hecatoride over here. We've got an actual Triton King. We've got a Hydromancer. So some pretty cool stuff. This could fight an army, right? All that's going to happen, though, is Wind of Death is going to come out. Grip of Winter goes up by that Hydromancer, and dude gets Soul Slayed. And that's that. That's that. And then we get to just watch. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, God. Oh, the Triton King. Really? Really? Oh, man. Okay. So, for this Demi-Lich's sacrifice, right, which is not inconsequential. It's not a big consequence, but it's not inconsequential, right? You lose 2 Pelagian Mystics, right? 130 gold a pop, kind of whatever. 8 Champions of the Closed Realm, 23 gold, so you're looking at, what, like another 150? 13 Wave Warriors, another 150 gold. All replaceable. That fucking Triton King, 390 gold. Slow to recruit, cap-only mage, got aged out, and has such a... It's always so weird to me whenever size 4 and up creatures get aged out, right? Because most size 4 and up creatures have very long lifespans, have very high hit point pools, right? So what you can see is when you get hit, you also take damage, right? From the decay quite frequently. So I think what actually happens here is this guy. Yeah, look at that. Okay, let's start the battle. I think this guy must have already been close to old age. Yeah, he's already 379. These guys come in closer. So this guy must have already been hit by fatigue things, or has just been around for a while, right? Like, got recruited earlier on in the game and has been around for 50 some odd turns, because hitting that 400 age limit, you see, he ages up so quick. And then once he hits that 400, right, like you take a little bit of damage here or there when you're aging, but once you hit that old age limit, then you take damage almost every tick. And you can see the afflictions just start to go crazy, and the damage goes crazy. Oh, God. He gained a never healing wound, and that's why his HP went from like... right? And he dies. Oh my God, he was close to the end too. Like, he was actually close to the end. He almost made it out. That hurts. That hurts. Man, that's cool to watch. Okay, we got other battles. We've got Niflheim, not Niflheim, Jotunheim attacking Van in Yom, or in Jome, or in Jome. And this is a little long dead stack led by a Gaija. and a Scrotty, right? So Scrotty's got a Burning Pearl, nothing else really going on. We're going to see a little bit of stuff, and this is just PD. So no big deal, but we can see what is happening, right? So we got Liquid Body, we've got Skeletal Body, we've got Bark Skin. Is she casting Bark Skin on herself? She is casting Bark Skin on herself. Interesting. We've got Stygian Skin, we've got Frozen Heart. Breath of Winter? Interesting. So this guy does not have a lot of gear, but because of the setup that he has, right, actually does have... is a bit more survivable than one might think. And that Burning Pearl, I bet, makes it, 19, makes it to where he could actually potentially hit a Van Jarl. Unfortunately, he doesn't have magic decks. They do win there. Easy peasy. No big deal. And then another attack in Mag. Is this going to be one of the... no. There's... Jotunheim has these super awesome, these two... we'll look in the thing. I think they're both in the thing, in the Hall of Fame. But he has these two awesome super combatants that he's using to kick ass. These are just very economical undead raiding parties, counter raiding parties. Very good. Let's go check that Hall of Fame real quick while we're thinking about it. Yeah, he's got these two. These have killed so many elves. So we've got a Neefel Jarl, and then we've got this is a hero, I believe. And they're the elf murder machines that we have heard a whole bunch about. So that's really cool. And then we have a battle in the Forgotten Woods. So we had our little plan, right? We're going to do anti-magic. We're going to do a whole bunch of buffs on this Huron priest that is kitted out to basically be unkillable to the watchers and the various things. Now the idea is this actually going to be what happens? So anti-magic comes out, great, fantastic, and then Arkoya is out of there. Does she make it? She's out. Okay, cool. We got all the rest of our buffs up. Fantastic. This is our guy, right? 27 protection, 35 shock resistance. He's poison resistant. He's lucky. He's got twist fate. He's got air shield. He's got protective force up. He's ethereal, right? Like he's regenerating. All that shit. He is also fatigued out, but he's about to unfatigue. And the hope is we've got all these deer tribe over here. Fuck. Earth Elemental. God damn Earth Elemental. Okay, here's the hope. We want him to fly up in the air, and we want him to come right down here, and then start smacking the shit out of Watchers. What's the plan? That's not quite. I mean, he's next to Watchers. He's gonna fight bugs for the rest of eternity, isn't he? Yeah. You couldn't have gone right here. Actually, I wanna see. Could he have gone right there? Did this motherfucker just pick the worst place to land? No. Should be coming up. Down. Motherfucker just picked the worst fucking place to land. You bitch. If he'd landed right there, at least he might have been fighting the monolith this whole time. But instead, he lands to the south. And the game knows this, too, right? The game knows, right, that its coding, it will prioritize things to the left or right of you, the front or back of you, right? It will almost always go for those things rather than going for things above or below you, unless those are the only things there, right? Does it happen occasionally? Yes. But it's very rare, right? And the fucking AI lands below something. Why did you not land to the left or right of something so that you could focus it? Like, get out of here. You could have landed right here. You could have landed right here. You could have landed next to this. Instead, you land to the south of the Watchers. And now you're going to fight... You're going to fight ants the whole fucking time. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, well, we are proving impervious. Once that Earth Elemental gets to us, though, it's going to fuck us up. We are proving impervious, but we're also... Ooh, we got petrified. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, hold up. He's making more Earth Elementals. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh, we took some big hits there. And that broke our morale. Yeah. Big hits. What did we actually take the hit from? Killing Deer Tribe with our fucking smashers. This is too much. Too much. You need to be able to collapse information in this report and just be... Show me actual damage that got through, right? Like, show me actual effects that happened. Showed me actual... you get what I'm saying. Would be real nice. Dominion 6! Hit me up! Okay. We got chunked. We're gonna run. Silver lining here. Now, I have learned, right, that apparently indie mages will regenerate gems over time, but I think it takes time, right? It's not a quick and simple process. So the monolith did use all of its nature and earth gems. So the swarm casting and the earth elemental casting is less of a concern. The problem is we didn't fucking kill any of the goddamn Watchers that like we were after. We killed some more Deer Tribe. Actually, more successful killing Deer Tribe this time around than we were previously. But god damn it. Motherfuckers. I just want to kill some fucking Watchers. If we just landed next to the actual Watchers, like left or right of the monolith, we absolutely could have put some of them in the dirt. Totally, I'm convinced that would have happened. But the AI picked the shittiest fucking landing location, like, ever. Except for maybe, like, in the midst of the Deer Tribe. That would have been a worse landing location. Silver lining, we didn't lose anybody. That's cool. But damn. Battles for the turn versus Indies. 0 wins, 1 loss. Ugh. It's just not working out for us, you know? We're going to have to up the ante yet again, I suppose. I guess, technically, since this didn't fail, we could just keep throwing this at it, but we'd have to do it, like, every other turn because we have to, like, recharge gems, you know? So, we're probably just going to up the ante with a different idea. So, unexpected events for the turn. We got an event in Thornwoods. The local Merchants Guild has erected a glorious temple in the honor of Odysseus. In the honor of Odysseus. Oh shit, he's stretching. Guardian of the Tablets of Destiny. Unfortunately, costs were higher than expected and tax money had to be used for the last fittings. Consequently, the province has not been able to pay any tax this month. So we gained a temple, but we lost tax. Where? Forgotten Woods? Wait, no. Thornwoods. that is not an insubstantial amount of income to lose, but it's a free temple. Problem is it's a free temple in like our most exposed location. If war breaks out between us and Ulm or us and Vanheim, I expect to lose this immediately. So that temple is free, but also not gonna stick around, right? Like, unfortunate Scorpions. So that's a give or a take on that one. And then in Needful, children are disappearing at night. Strange creatures skulk the wilderness. Unrest plus 23 and magic plus 1. Okay, so kind of a bit of a mixed bag here. Technically, magic plus 1 is a good scale, but it's in Needful, which we're not doing anything with, so that doesn't benefit us. We just gained unrest. Right? And then in Thorn Woods, right, that's technically probably positive, but like kind of not really. So weird situation. We're going to count this as 1 negative and 1 positive for the turn, right? Needful Unrest plus 23. Needful Magic plus 1. Thorn Woods tax minus 100%. And a temple gained, right? So that is that. And then we did some patrolling. There's a lack of supplies in Sat Randith still. Bullshit there is, game. This has done this to me a number of times, by the way. We got so many. We ate that and we knew we were eating it, and it's so painful. There's so many afflictions and so many diseases. This is gonna suck. But legitimately though, like the notification that we do not have the appropriate supplies is it's cause we started this turn out not having enough supplies. Now we have enough supplies because we put on the things. That's what it is. Got it. Okay, cool. I was like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. But yeah, so we should be okay here on out. Now it's just a matter of, can we get enough disease healers and healing in here to get rid of all these afflictions before we lose a shit ton of people, basically. So, fingers crossed. We should be fine for the most part, right? Like, a lot of these units have, it takes like 10-ish turns, right, to get through your HP from a disease. Is that correct, or is it like 5-ish turns? I think it depends. I think it's like 10% of your, isn't it? Hold up. We can just check. You lose 1/10 of your HP each month and gain additional afflictions. Yeah, so 10-ish turns. We're gonna have, hopefully in 10 turns, we'll have 5 to 10 Paquos in here, and we'll have taken care of all of the diseases, and we'll be just fine, right? Because it's not even going to be, 10 turns from now, sure, you'll have 10, but that's only going to heal 10. Yeah, but it's 9 before, it's 8 before that, it's 7 before that, it's 6 before that, it adds up, right? So, hopefully we will be just fine there. What else? What do we got going on? Mostly nada, right? Consolidating forces in a number of different locations, moving the individuals that perform that attack, we're moving them back to locations with laboratories so we can reload gems for another attack. But in the meantime, right, since that's going to take us a turn to do that, we are re-engaging with a different plan here. And we keep talking about, like, upping the ante on what we're risking. And now we're upping the ante quite a bit more. Okay, how are we upping the ante any more this time than we were last time or the time before that? Because we just got Haten Runa and we actually have less mages this time around. Here's the deal. We are upping the ante because of what we are trying to accomplish here. And that is 2 earthquakes. I'm tired of dealing with the deer tribe, right? The plan here is to try to distract the enemy, and then hit the deer tribe with 2 earthquakes and kill the deer tribe. The risk is that we do these 2 earthquakes, they don't kill the 2 deer tribe, or the 2 deer tribe, all the deer tribe, and then this costs a lot of fatigue, right? So if we don't kill the deer tribe, then the idea is that these units, this Koya and this Huron Priest, are going to be fatigued out, and they're not going to retreat, right? I have given the Huron Priest and the Koya an additional gem, more than they require, and left them off conservative magic usage for the hope that they will at Earth 4, because it only takes... No, it takes Earth 4. This isn't gonna do anything. That's my bad. No. You can't use additional gems. Can you? My brain's kerfuffled. You're Earth 3, right? You can use an additional gem to push yourself up to Earth 4 and then cast Earthquake for 3 gems, right? If you are Earth 4, you can use 4 gems, right? Earthquake takes 3 gems. You should be able to burn that additional gem for fatigue reduction. I'm not thinking about that incorrectly, I think. So, I don't know that this is going to work, right? It's very possible, right? It's one, that monolith might have recharged nature gems and send some fucking swarm after us and kick our ass. Great, fantastic. Or some earth elementals. Or we send in all these Haten Runa and they don't kill anything and the deer tribe don't all die to the earthquake and fuck. Okay, great. Fantastic. So what very well could happen is we could lose a Huron Priest and a Koya, right? Along with the Bloodstone, which is not inconsequential, and a pair of Earth Boots, which is kind of whatever, and I guess a pair of Boots of the Messenger. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully this kills off all of the deer tribe. Earthquake, I think, is a decent concept against the deer tribe. I'm going to look at these and I'm going to be like, nope, this isn't going to work. Okay, they have Protection 4, right? Protection 4. They have 10 hit points. 2... Yeah, this probably isn't going to work. With 3 earthquakes, it'd probably work. Fuck. The earthquake deals 8 damage. It's going to be reduced by protection. And it's probably just not going to kill enough. If I'm probably boned on this one. I probably should have committed and sent in another earthquake caster. Could I have? I probably couldn't, which is probably why I didn't, unfortunately. Probably not my best of plans, if that's the case. Unfortunate. We'll see, though, right? Like, I do think there is the chance that this does okay. I think the issue here is we probably should hold an attack instead of immediately attacking. That way, the earthquakes hit. Because probably what's going to happen is earthquakes take a while to cast, right? 200% casting time. These guys are going to go up in the air. They're going to land. Half of them are going to be dead before the first earthquake hits. And all of them are going to be dead before the second earthquake hits, right? And instead, we could have done earthquake. These guys are holding and attacking, and then both earthquakes have happened, and then they attack the deer tribe, and maybe that matters? I don't know. We'll see. This is again, right, kind of like scaling up that commitment and risk, and hopefully, again, this is just to get rid of the fucking deer tribe, so that it doesn't matter where we land. Or we can send in a werewolf and we don't have to fly to the back, right? We just buff, 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 send it out, go, and then it goes and kills a bunch of watchers and a monolith, and it's all fine. Again, trying to kind of cheese this out without taking too many losses, but I think this one, now that I'm remathing this, I think this one is not going to work. And I think not going to work, not like the other ones. The other ones haven't worked, but have gained us a little bit of ground and cost us basically nothing. This one, I think, is going to not work and cost us. We'll see how it goes. Aside from that, we are doubling down in Satrandith. We're moving in another Pakwo of the Mountain Spirits and some more Sun Guard, right? Because the idea is we want to continue how many people we can, we want more and more people training in the Ancient Master, right? So we'll see how that all goes. This should be fine because the Pakwo has a supply bonus of 20. And then the... Nope, that's not going to work. Bad math. Supply bonus of 20. This is not 10 guys. Supply bonus of 20. 1 point will keep one human-sized soldier fed. These are not human-sized soldiers. These are size 3 soldiers. Fuck. Okay, so we're probably gonna cause more... Bad turn from me coming back after the fact, right? Like, bad turn where I'm like, oh, I noticed the problem with this. Oh, I noticed the problem with this. Fuck. We're gonna cause more diseases, probably. Very likely. We'll see how it goes. Is what it is. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Let's talk about actual mechanical stuff. We've got recruitment for the turn. Did it again. Oh god. Justification time. Oh, we have 2 Akla, 1 Pakwo of the Mountain Spirits, 2 Huron Priests, 1 Hydromancer, and 5 Sun Guard. Why are we doing things in the way that we're doing them? Well, let me tell you. One, I gotta write this down. One, these Hydromancers are not the cheapest thing in the world. 2, we lost 100 gold off of Thorn Woods this turn. So that's 250 gold. 3, I realized I really need a lot of Pakwos, so I'm recruiting another Pakwo over here. That's an extra 105 gold, right? So that's 355 gold. And once you hit that route of 355 gold, and you also want to get, over 100 gold worth of Sun Guard, so that's 400 gold, you realize, oh, you don't really have enough money for a Royal Malquay. They're so expensive. Oh, God. There is a part of me that every single turn I'm just like, no. If you can't afford it, don't buy anything else. Wait a turn and then buy it the next turn. And I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. Can I do that? I can't do that. It's like this eternal struggle within me. So I lost that struggle this turn. And yeah, we still are not getting another Royal Malquay, which we definitely should be doing. Moving onwards to Nazcan recruits. About to get spicy. So, this is a fun turn for us for Nazcan recruits because it's Conjuration 5, right? We have 57 Hatan Runa this turn. We have 70 Long Dead this turn. Awesome, fantastic. We have only 3 Supayas this turn, and that's because our other Royal Malquay is busy doing a summon Huaka for 7 Huaka, and is probably going to be doing that every single turn, hopefully for the foreseeable future, and I'm very, 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 very excited about that. We're also doing 1 Summon Condor for 15 Condor, and that's, we talked about this, right? Like, why am I doing Summon Condors? They're not that great anymore. They're still very useful for patrolling, still very useful for cracking forts, and we only have if we're only producing 5 Sun Guard per turn, we only have so many units that are gonna fit into this living unit category. Condors fit into that category, right? So a Condor that is 3 experience pips is way better than a nothing that is no experience pips, right? So it's that kind of situation. Probably still not going to produce a crazy amount of Condors, but some Condors here or there to kind of supplement the amount of people that we can train in the Ancient Master, right? Very, very, very excited about this whole Summon Huacas thing. I think Huacas are really, really cool units, and I'm really excited to see, you know, if we can make it into the game and we get to the point to where we have, you know, 10 turns is 70 Huacas, right? We got a big gem pool. Maybe we can turn that into 140 Huacas, right? Like, if we can get this super elite, I say super elite. Huacas aren't. I'm making them out to be more than they are. They're good. They're really good, right? And I think if we can get into the late game and we can get buffs on them and go ham in a big battle, I think they will serve us very well. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Special recruits. We're actually doing some wolves this turn. So, summon allies, 3 wolves, and 1 dire wolf. We've got special recruits for the turn. What else do we have? We've got a bunch of rituals. Again, mostly these are site searching. We've got rituals for the turn: 1 augury, 2 auspex, 2 voice of Apsu, 1 gnome lore, 1 arcane probing, and 3 dark knowledge. Not really a whole lot to explain there. Trying to focus where we can, right? We don't really have the earth gems to go crazy on auguries, or earth gems, the fire gems to go crazy on auguries right now, so back down to 1 augury. We've also auguried most of our territory, unfortunately. So just low fire income, yay! Doing Apsu because we have way more air to try to, you know, finish out all that. Voice of Apsu, or Auspex, Voice of Apsu, because we've got water and we've got water capsters. Let's get all this shit site searched. Dark knowledge, 3 dark knowledge, because again, we want to try to site search every location as we can, as quick as we can, because the more we find, the higher that kind of like gem income is as we get into and after the Well of Misery kind of situation. And then aside from that, we've got some forging, and this time we actually do have some interesting forging things outside of the norm, I suppose. So forging, we have 1 lightless lantern, 1 endless bag of wine, 1 whip of command, and 1 winged shoes. So, what are those and why? No explanation needed for the lightless lantern or the endless bag of wine. Endless bag of wine, we need more supply usage over here. I'm probably going to need more bags of wine as we continue forward. That's perfectly fine. The whip of command is actually really interesting. So this is, we're making this with Mama Pacha. If you are not aware of this item, it is here in the greater magic items section. So that is construction 4, and it is a whip that has minus inspirational 2, taskmaster 3, and command plus 100. So this is actually not a very good command item the vast majority of the time, because taskmaster only applies to slave units, right? And it has minus inspiration, or minus 2 on inspirational, meaning that this is really only a plus 1 morale to slave units. The thing is we don't care about the morale bonus right now at all. We only care that it is 100 command, because we're not using it as an actual morale item. We're just using it so that we can fit more people into the Ancient Master. And it's at this point that I'm kind of like, uh-oh, right? Once more, me recording, and I, as playing a multiplayer game, especially a tournament multiplayer game, recording these episodes and putting them out there before the game is actually done, I am taking a risk that my competitors are going to watch these videos and then know some of the shit that I am doing. A lot of times it doesn't matter, right? Because if I keep like a 30 episode gap or something like that, then what I did 30 turns back isn't going to help them, right? Like, they're not going to be able to know, oh, he's moving here, let's get him, right? Sure, that is not going to be helpful. But this is a long-term play. This is the idea that we are going to use this Ancient Master for 10, 15, 20, 30 turns to supercharge the experience on our units and make them this very powerful, hard to deal with fighting force. High morale, high attack, high defense, right? If we go high enough, we can actually even get increased HP on them. We can get increased strength on them, right? Interesting situations. I am taking a risk throwing this information out there. My opponents might not even know that there is an Ancient Master in this province at this current point in time. And maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter. So I don't really know. I'm not really trying to make a point. I'm not really trying to get at something. I'm just making this statement of like, this is probably not good information for me to share out there, this long-term plan. But I think it's really, really interesting. I think it's really, really cool. And I don't want to have to stop putting videos out there, right? For people to watch. I don't want to have to hold them back and be like, look, I can't do videos until the game's completely done. You know? Because that delays my timeline by a lot. And that's not fun. I don't think that's fun for a lot of people, right? So, anyways, just talking random situation at this point. Whip of Command, we're making it because we want to be able to lead more units on Pachacuti. This is going to give him 100 more leadership out of the gate, meaning we can have more Sun Guard, we can have more Condors, we can have more Alcac Runa archers, right? Like we have another 46 Alcac Runa archers sitting here, and they get precision when they level, right? If we can get more precision pips, get them up to a +3, that's a 14 precision, and then I think Wind Guide is another 4 precision, that's 18 precision. 18 precision's a sniper, right? Like, holy shit. Now, obviously, we're really late in the game, and it's probably not going to matter to have something like short bows. People are going to have things like mass protection. People are going to have things like Army of Lead and Gold, right? Fog Warriors. These Alcac Runa archers probably aren't going to matter, even with flaming arrows. But they might, right? Like, we might be able to isolate some weird pony stack or something like that that doesn't have all of the buffs in the world and actually, like, pincushion them. You know, that could be cool. That could be a neat situation. So, that's the plan with the Whip of Command. And then the winged shoes that we are making is luxury of all luxury. We're making wing shoes because Mama Pacha is a wingless Koya, and I don't want this bitch to get stuck. She's actually got really good map move, right? So she's really good at moving around. But I've realized, like, I don't want to throw her into a battle as an earthquake caster, right? Because, like, this turn, I could have thrown her into Forgotten Woods as an Earthquake caster if she wasn't going to get Earthquaked herself, right? So I realized in thinking of who can I throw where, who can I use for this situation, and I probably wouldn't have risked that because that's really risky, especially with the current plan that we have going on, right? But I realized it wasn't an option for me. Right, because I was like, oh, no, that'll get her killed. We can't do that, right? We could. It would just take different situations. And one of those situations is giving her damn wing boots. So we're doing it. And that's it. That is the turn. Research. We're trying to scale up. It's going slow. it's gonna take us. I think I already said this, right? It's easily gonna be turn 60 before we are to Conjuration 8. Probably even longer than that, and that depends on how many lightless lanterns we can produce, whether we're able to actually, if we actually take a look at our Nation Overgra, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, not 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 or so. I'm trying to keep an eye on which ones are scouts and which ones aren't. So yeah, most of these locations. Oh, it should be only 12 because that one's Caves of Mira, isn't. Most of these locations we have site searched fire for, right? Some of them we haven't site searched fire at all. I think there's only like 2 of those. But most of them we have site searched some fire, but it's mostly 2. We have a couple of 1s. If we could get lucky on some of those 2s or 1s and turn those into fire gems to where we have like, I don't know, we have 5 right now. If we could get lucky and get like 7 or 8, like it's really bad. We have abysmal fire income right now. Our water income is low is because we just got water casters. We're already at water 6. I'm pretty sure this is going to go up to like in the mid-teens, right? And everything else is kind of okay, right? Wish we had more death, wish we had more nature, sure, but like fire is just abysmal. I need more fire. But now we're at the scenario where I always want to be making a lightless lantern. That's 3 fire every single turn, right? And augury is 2 fire. So we got fire 5. So we can basically do 1 lightless lantern and 1 augury every fucking turn without, nuking the 6 other fire that we have. I need to just nuke it. I just need to do, look, that's another 3 auguries. Hit those 3 locations. Hope we luck out. Go from there. I'm desperate for more fire, to the point to where I might actually reach out and make some trades for some fire, or make some trades for just straight lightless lanterns. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's going to be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.